Hello everyone, my name is Katia and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this hat. It looks like a square, but once you wear it, this part actually turns into cat ears. So you have yourself a little cute hat. It's actually very easy to make. All it is just working in the round using half double crochets, and then we slip stitch this top together. It is size adjustable. You can make it any size you want. I will leave the information down below in the description, so check it out and make yourself a cute hat. For this project, I'm using number 4 medium weight yarn with a 5.5mm crochet hook. Today I'll be showing you how to crochet an adult hat, medium to large, but if you need to change the size, I will leave a chart down below in the description bar, so check it out and see which size you would like to crochet today. We're going to start with a slip knot. Foundation chain that I'm going to work on is going to be 63. Continue chaining 63 and I'll meet back with you to show you what to do next. Here I finished working on 63 chains, and let's quickly check to make sure it's going to fit. What we want to do is stretch our foundation chain a little bit, and here you can see that I'm about at 23 inches, so you want your hat to be somewhere at 22 to 23 inches long, your foundation chain, for the adult size medium to large hat. Next, let's go ahead and find our first chain to create a circle. So without twisting it, here I'm holding on to my foundation chain and going along until I find my first chain, which is right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into that loop and slip stitch. Here we created a ring, chain 1. Back into that same chain that we just slip stitched into, we're going to go ahead and work 1/2 double crochet using that chain. And now all we're going to do is pick up one chain and work 1/2 double crochet using that chain. And again, repeat, pick up the next chain and work your half double crochet. And like that, you're just going to continue and work your half double crochet all around the chain. I'm going to continue and work on my half double crochets, and I'll meet you at the end of this round, round 1, to show you what to do next. Here I have 2 chains left. I'm just going to continue and work my last half double crochets. And here I have 1 more chain left. I'm going to finish it. So at the end of this round, you should have 63 half double crochets. Now next, you're going to need some sort of a stitch marker for the rest of the rounds, and round 2 is the repeat round, and all we're going to do is find our first half double crochet, which is right here. We're not chaining. This is our chain 1 that we did in the beginning. Don't work your half double crochet in here, but work it right over here, and you're just going to work your half double crochet into the first half double crochet of the previous round, and continue and work your half double crochets all around. So round 2, you should have 63 half double crochets at the end. Continue working and I'll meet you at the end of this round. I'm coming to the end of round 2 and I have a couple of stitches left. Now if you stretch this, you will be able to see the stitch marker, and I know that right over here, this is where my round 3 is going to start. And round 3 and the rest of the rounds, we're just going to repeat round 2. We're going to remove the marker and place it right here and just work our half double crochets all around. Now I'm going to continue and work on my half double crochets around, and I will let you know how many rounds I work a total. So continue working on your rounds of just 1/2 double crochet into each stitch around, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what to do next, and I will let you know how many rounds to work on. I worked a total of 19 rounds and it is measuring 8 inches long. Next, let's go ahead and slip stitch the top together, and I'll show you how that's done. Turn your work inside out. Once your hat is inside out, what we're going to do is slip stitch these 2 sides together, And the way I like to slip stitch my work is I like to use back loops only. So I'm only going to pick up one loop from each side. So loop here, and then this loop right over here. And then I'm going to continue and move across until I get to the end right here. And to start, what we're going to do is find the first loop. So I removed my hook, and this is the last half double crochet that I worked on. I'm going to find the stitch right next to this one that I just finished. I'm going to insert my hook using the back loop from front to back, and then I'm going to pick up the loop which is right here. So pick up that loop with your hook. You want to use this loop to slip stitch into this loop that you just picked up. And this way it's easier for us to slip stitch the two sides together. Next, I'm going to go into the next stitch and pick up the back loop and do the same thing to the back side and pick up the loop from that stitch and slip stitch together. Then again, move to the next two stitches and pick up the back loops only and slip stitch. Again, pick up the back loops and slip stitch. And like that, you're going to continue and slip stitch this two sides together closed. And that's what I'll be doing, is just slip stitching these two sides together. Once I'm done, I'll meet you and we'll move on. Here I'm coming to the end and I have a couple of loops left. I'm going to try my best and pick up the last ones the best I can. It doesn't have to be exact, but you just want to pick up as many as you can towards the end. And here will be my last slip stitch. I'm going to go ahead and chain one and cut my yarn. And you are done. Next, let's go ahead and work out this yarn tail really quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the half double crochets right along the side, and I'm going to pick up back loops only. So here I picked up some of the stitches and I'm just going to insert my needle and pull through. Now I'm going to drop one loop and come back where I started. Pull through, and then again I'm going to go back that way and dropping one loop, I'm just going to insert my needle and pull through, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this yarn tail. You can remove the stitch marker and turn your work back. Last thing we need to do is work one single crochet around this opening of the hat. You can skip this part if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. Now you can use any of the stitches you want, it doesn't matter. Insert your hook using that stitch. Wrap your yarn around your hook and pull through, hold on to your yarn tail, chain one. Going back into that same stitch, we're going to go ahead and work one single crochet. And now we're going to find our next stitch and work one single crochet. And I'm working my tail in as I crochet my single crochets. And that's all there is to it here. It's just working one single crochet all around. So I'm picking up each stitch and I'm going to go ahead and work my single crochet. So continue working like this and I'll meet you at the end. And once I get to this part where my yarn tail is showing right here, I'm going to go ahead and work it in as well. Here I have two stitches left. I'm going to go ahead and work single crochets into those stitches. And to end this round, all we're going to do is slip stitch using the first single crochet of the beginning of this round. So pick up both loops of that stitch, slip stitch, and let's fasten off, cut our yarn, and you are finished. At the end, you should have 63 single crochets. So whatever it is we were working on half double crochets, same thing with the single crochets. Now let's go ahead and work on this yarn tail really quickly, and it's the same exact way. This time I'm just going to bring this towards the inside of the hat, and same way what I'm going to do is use the single crochets, back loops. I'm going to insert my needle, bring it up, drop one loop and come back, and then drop one more loop and come back here. Can even pick up another loop if I want to. If your yarn tail is short like mine, you can insert your needle into those loops, and then using the head of the needle or the opening, put your yarn tail into that hole once again and pull through. And you're done. You can cut this yarn tail and your hat is finished. And here's our finished hat. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.